What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast, playing with the Monster Pack on the Hermitcraft server. Oh yeah, baby. So, got a lot of things I want to get done today. Last time, switcheroo around. Last time we set up our pulverizer, a redstone furnace, and a generator. Got ourselves a jetpack. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Today I want to try and get into automated power sources so we can start getting a lot of stuff going, get to a quarry and all those good things. First of all, though, I got to get myself a new sword. Right now I'm just using something that I think a mob dropped or I got in a chest. We died in the nether. And that wasn't actually on camera. That's while I was out just gathering ores and stuff. I want to try and experiment a little bit more with better swords with tinkers. I went ahead and made this one. It's just a... Let's see. I made the normal type of sword. And I know a lot of people in the comments been telling me they want me to try out the other swords and everything. And we'll get to stuff. I will, as I'm comfortable with it. This guy right here, I went ahead. I used that cactus rod I used for the wide guard paper, so I got an extra modifier. And then this one, I used a steel sword head. That has a modifier, or like the attack damage of 1.5 hearts, I believe, which is better than just using iron or stone or anything like that. I believe that's what it is. I could be wrong. I say a lot of wrong things quite often. But anyway, I want to experiment with this guy and see about getting a one of these redstone chargers, because before we were doing it always with the repair modifier. Let's just go through real quick. We also got to get a silk touch pick, so we'll do that real soon. But anyway, so before we were doing it with this auto repair thing here, and that was extremely slow. It was cool because you didn't have to ever charge it, but you have to hold it in your hands like forever for it to work. So other stuff we're going to end up wanting to put, possibly quartz. We're going to want to get looting, a lot of different stuff. But this is what's really interests me. Where is this? So we could do one with EU. That seems pretty intuitive. But then there's also these ones with the redstone flux that you can do, the RF. So that looks pretty interesting. I was thinking about doing an upgrade to one of these for our sword. And then if that works out well, then we'll make another one or add to this one with a modifier of that, and then with looting. So that all being said, let's just put this stuff away. I need to go and get a bunch of ender pearls for myself. Now I was told that with the jagged ability, I don't know. I don't know if this is one that it has to be almost broken before it affects it. But I was told to add the redstone energy cell thing once it's almost broken. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I guess that makes sense. And I don't know if that's bugged or intended or what. But anyway, I'm going to kill myself a bunch of endermen until this is almost broken. Then we'll add it on. Oh man, I've died twice here already now. Just when I go out to get the loot. It's not quite safe. So I think we need to make a coin of suck real soon. I am noticing it's doing minorly more damage. When I hit the enderman, it was doing 8 originally. And now... Oh. Now when I hit him, it looks like it's doing... Oh, I can't tell. It looked like it was doing 9 or 10 now. With the... I guess it's because of when jagged... I guess it activates when the sword's almost broken. I don't know if the level of jagged goes up the more you do it. That's something I should look up, but you guys can let me know in the comments. So hopefully this works out. This has taken absolutely forever to wear this sword down. I'm trying to get it to like 1 hit left. Just in case that makes a difference, I may just be spinning my wheels. But getting a lot of good drops from these endermen. Freaking would show you right now if I didn't lose my ender bag, my ender pouch. Fortunately, got my jetpack and most everything else. Alright, I don't want to go beyond 1 or else the sword will break. Okay, so that brings it to 1 hit. I guess that's going to be the maximum, if this is the thing. So... Oh no, did I lose that stuff? Okay, I put it in here. Let's grab it out. So I made this energetic infuser. This is going to be what's used to charge up the leadstone energy cells. And therefore our tool as well. So let's take this. Let's put it on our sword. So boom and then boom. Alright, so we have 3 modifiers remaining. That's going to be hopefully up to our Fortune 3. And hopefully I guess what it's going to do is have jagged. Maybe when it's even at full charge. Again, if that's a thing. I don't know if it is, but I was told to be... to look out for it. So anyway, we have our energetic infuser going on. And then to charge it up, I can just throw it right in here. Let's just change some of our settings here. Then we'll plop it out over onto the right side. So just knock off all of our settings. And this, yeah, this can use a lot of freaking flux. We can probably make this go even faster if I jump that up. And yeah, it's going to take a little while. So that's charging up. That's charging up. Other things today that I want to get made. Let's go ahead and make an induction smelter. So just copper gear, invar, machine frame, reception coil, blah, blah, blah. Get that. Let's get our magma crucible. Just going to be nether brick, and then the rest is just about all the same. And then what else do I have? I wanted to make another IC2 thing. The machine casing is a little bit different. You just use the plates now instead of just straight. I guess it was... Do they even have that now? What is it? The reinforced iron? What was that called? The old type of iron. I don't know if that's still a thing. I forget the name. Anyway, then I also wanted to make an extractor. Boom. So I think that's going to be all the main crafting things. For this extractor, this is going to be so that we can get a better rubber output. I think I can just throw it right on top of the generator. Boom. And the main thing with this guy, it's going to be slow as balls at first. Let's see, where do I keep my rubber? I think it's down here. I can take our sticky resin. Let's just look at uses. And you guys should all know this, but normally before we were just smelting it and it would give us the little rubber dot. But if we put it in an extractor, we get out 3. So it's a much better output for what you have to put in. Also, to get these rubber guys, this is the Mine Factory Reloaded rubber. We can get it. Let's see. Does that work? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. I didn't see it there. And that's going to be the main rubber that we're using. Whoa, where did it go? Did we not put it in? Okay, there we go. Have it in. And this will help us to extract more rubber. You know what it was? It was, I think, the straight up wood. Rubber wood. Let's just see. Use. Yeah, we can put it in the extractor and actually get a rubber out of it. So just more rubber. Why not? Another way to do it. How's our tool doing? Man, this takes a while to charge. That's okay. That's okay. So, I was thinking for power that we could do a tree farm. Now, I set this up already. I went ahead and I've been cutting down a whole bunch of this redwood log. I found the nice little biome that was just full of it. And with this other tool, I got to make myself a new pouch. With this other tool... I'm going to link this guy. There we go, up to that. With this guy right here, the lumber axe, which I went and made, you're able to chop down full freaking trees all in one time. So while that's charging, let's just go and look at this, because it's pretty freaking neat. So this guy, I went ahead and I made it out of pretty much all obsidian. Just to get better, I guess the reinforced part doesn't really matter, but hopefully it being a little bit faster mining speed. And obsidian's not really a big deal to get. But some people are going to hate me for doing this. I made a wooden blade for the axe, a wooden axe head. Now the reasoning for this is because I can repair it with wood. And since I'm able to chop down such a big tree, pretty much all in one go. I got to do the first one here just to break that. Then if I do this one, the whole freaking tree comes down. So this is a pretty powerful weapon, or a pretty powerful tool. Then to repair it, you know, I could have used some other material. I could have used iron. I could have used whatever. But, I mean, I don't care if it takes a little bit longer for one chop. Get all this wood. All that we can use for fuel or whatever. And then I can just set it in the table and repair it up. With, of course, planks. really ain't no thing. So I'm digging it. I'm liking it. I got to be really careful not to have that out while we're at the base, though, because I don't want to, by mistake, chop down our entire treehouse. And speaking of which, people were saying, I asked last time what I should do for living situations. Half the people said live in the treehouse, stay there, they like it. The other half said move on. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll continue working where we currently are for at least another few episodes and see how it goes. And then we can eventually move on. But we'll make the best of it, because this kind of is going to be like our spawn house. The distance from our house to spawn, it's about the distance from this redwood tree, which is so close to our tree. So this is more or less going to be like our spawn house. So that all being said, let's get into power for the episode and show you what these new machines do and are for. All right, my head is spinning with this. There's so many things that I want to do and get done. Let's first just test the sword. Ooh, look at that. One-shot kill. Were these guys almost dead? Okay, they all. I got a little overly excited there. This is what happened when I went out to get my stuff. Guys just freaking bombarded me and they knocked me off the edge. Alright, so that's cool. I'm liking that. Charge-wise, it doesn't really take up that much. So I think this is going to be a go. We'll start working on another sword. I don't even know if I want to waste too many materials on this. As of yet, I'll probably add additional sharpness to this. But anyway, that is pretty cool. I'm pretty psyched about this. Okay, so new machines that we made. We made an induction smelter and magma crucible. Let's take a look at these. Also, let's throw this wood that we just harvested up in there. And this may not be the best way to do it, but for now, again, I'm going to sidestep and look at this. I've been using the new barrels, the hopper barrels, so they'll automatically empty out. It's going into our iron furnace and then goes out to the bottom hopper barrel, which probably isn't necessary, but it's just extra storage. Then using a transfer node from XD Utilities, let's just look at that. I started making these. We have some transfer nodes, which was just the ender pearl, one of the transfer pipes, chest, redstone, all that stuff. No big deal. And then I made some transfer pipe, which is just smooth stone slabs, glass, and redstone. You get 32 of them, which is pretty cool. And this whole piping system, I think, is going to be what we're going to use today to try and automate this new tree farm that we're going to do. But this guy, pretty much, it comes out. These two nodes are transfer nodes, so it will suck out the it can suck out from underneath, and then back here it refills the barrels back up with new coal. What it's doing is it goes through, the wood comes through, the coal goes down into these, and then some of them through this second barrel, some of them then get put back in. So this should always stay full on this bottom guy. See, boom. And it's a little bit slow. We'll be able to do upgrades later to make it transfer faster, but I think for now it should be pretty cool. Our extractor's doing well, getting rubber out of our wood things there. And let's put down our new machines. Let's grab out some more hardened energy conduit. And these guys will stick in right here and here. So let's have our guy right. You know, I should probably move this. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. That took up so much energy. It's probably not going to save it. But that's okay. We'll come back to it. Alright, so then let's put in our induction smelter. I'll put it in right. We'll leave a little bit of a space. Induction smelter and magma crucible. Boom and boom. So for this, the main recipe that we're going to want is to get the hardened glass. This can also be used to make, I think, the invar and electrum straight from the ingots. But let's find this hardened glass recipe. Oh, there we go. So hardened glass, that's going to be made from a pulverized lead and 8 pulverized obsidian. Is it always 8? Yep. Let's see, can I find the region I wanted this? It's all different conduit pipes, which are going to be important. We can also make all these cell frames, also to make the tesseract frames. so that we can transfer our items, and then also so we can make these reinforced strong boxes, which are going to be used for us for deep storage so that we can store all of our wood and everything that's going to come from this tree farm. And this is the goal of what I want to get to. We've got a whole bunch of ender pearls, and this is made through doing, in the magma crucible, we can fill this up by throwing in ender pearls. Awesome. So why don't we start to throw in some ender pearls and get this all heated up. Should probably make another one of these hopper barrels that we can just fill with enderstone. Please, worky. Okay. So let's make a bunch of those actually, just so that we have them. And then to make it a hopper barrel, we can just take these 2 hoppers here. And they're a little expensive. It's actually costing 2 hoppers, but pretty neat there. Now we can just take this. You piss me off, leaf. Throw that on top. Oop, don't want you to go in there. And then we can grab our ender pearls, as many as we get. Throw them in, and then it will just fill up on its own. Very, very cool. Now we also are going to need, I believe, a liquid transposer once we want to make tesseracts. Let's see here. Yeah, fluid transposer. So let me go ahead, craft up one of those, and craft up some more stuff that we need for our tree farm. Oh man, too many freaking things going on. So we're trying to make the deep storage, and crazy like change in how you make these tesseract frames. I guess tesseracts do more. I think there may not be like several different types of them anymore. It's just one does energy, fluid, and items. But anyway, you have to get this endurium ingot, and to make this, we first trying to get this hardened glass. So we've got our obsidian. Let's just grab some lead too. Or add it, lead. Let's get this into our induction smelter and get this going. Let's see what I got. Pulverized obsidian and lead. I think it's like 8 obsidian now with lead just to get the 2. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. So anyway, that's going on. Then we've also got to make this stuff, this resident ender, which I put down this fluid transposer now. So it goes the ender pearl in here, makes the liquid ender into the fluid transposer. And then I can take a bucket, fill it up, grab my bucket, cool, and then it goes into here. So then with this, I have to do that, pulverized tin, shiny metal ingot, that'll give me 4. Thank freaking goodness. Then I also had to make this pyrithium, whatever the heck dust, which that requires sulfur, blaze powder, and coal, redstone, yeah. To get this stuff, you can just pulverize netherrack, which is how I got it, and get a 10% chance. There's tons of other ways to get it, but that's what I did. So now, how's this pulverizer doing? All right, so we're about up on that. Let's go ahead and throw in 2 of these and our 4, because it does 2 of the endurium blend per 1 there. And this should give us out those freaking ingots. Oh my goodness, so expensive. And I guess it's fair because tesseracts always were kind of cheap, kind of inexpensive for what they did, in my opinion. So I guess this is fair. This is fair. All right. However, and the deep storage too, they were pretty inexpensive for what it did. All right, so I think this is everything we need. Let's get this frame made up. Awesome. Got our frame. Now we can take the frame, throw it in the transposer. Boom. And it's going to slowly fill up with the ender. So now that we have our fluid or our tesseract frame, we can take it, and to make the full tesseract, or no, I guess that's everything we need. Now we got to make these reinforced things. So with that, I'm going to have to get more hardened glass. And then that goes in there inside of an Invar one, inside of another. So very expensive, but we'll get 4 out of them. So 1 per chest. We also need these plastic sheets. So I have been, that's why we did the extractor today. Then I can throw the rubber into the furnace, get this raw, whoop, stuff here. This is enough for a ton of plastic sheets, which we'll probably end up using for the Mine Factory Reloaded stuff. So we'll deal with that. And yeah, I'm going to make up all these chests. We'll craft the deep storage, and then we can finally get on to this freaking tree farm. Oh my goodness, the freaking crafting. I tell you, a lot of recipes have changed, and I'm just not used to them yet. I do apologize about, is it not working now? The server's been getting DDoS too, like crazy. So it's about an hour later from the last cut. But anyway, we've got this guy all set. Deep storage. Hope I don't regret making them so soon. Let's also go ahead. Let's make our planter for the tree farm. Let's make our, come on, today. Maybe. Oh no. We might be getting DDoSed again. Okay, harvester. Good. We're going to go ahead and just make a Mine Factory Reloaded tree farm. I'm going to do most of this off camera just because of the lack of time. And then we'll kind of cut in when it gets to the important part near the end. But anyway, I'll see you guys back right after that. All right, guys. So it's several hours later, and I have completed the tree farm. As I said, did the MFR. Ooh, look at you. Crazy zombie. Let's just kill him real quick. I really need to make from X Utilities. First of all, I don't have any chunk loaders yet. This is all the gold I have left to my name. I've used it pretty much all up. And let's just get in here to mod extra utilities. We really need to make this guy here as well. So I'll work on that. But we also need more gold to make all the chandeliers. So we don't have that yet either. Anyway, not important. Not yet. We have power now. I'm pretty psyched about this. I'm using the silver upgrade, which increases the radius of 6. I'm not doing anything with the sludge yet. We'll deal with that later. I'm going to turn down the volume just a tad because this is kind of obnoxious. But we're getting plenty of wood. Everything's getting sucked out just fine. It's going into the hopper. Right now I have 20 upgrades. It seems to be handling it more than enough. All the items. If you don't know extra utilities, if I took this out, I think you get like 1 item per tick. It is faster than a hopper by default, but this is making it significantly faster. So we have this here, it's splitting off, and this is then also sending power. What's really cool about these extra utility pipes, you can send power, liquid, and items all through the same pipe. So you're able to compact things pretty well, I'd say, with the exception of AE, which I don't know if we have liquids in AE, but anyway. So we have this going down. It's pulling out of that chest as well as supplying power. It's coming through to this diamond-esque type pipe. What are these called? Filter pipes. And I have sorted through here. In this direction is going the wood. Then into the deep storage unit here. So this is just in case we ever had an overflow. Actually, things should never overflow because of the deep storage. Then from the deep storage, another thing, and in fact, we should probably speed this bad boy up. Or maybe not. Is going into all these iron furnaces. Now I want to know from you guys, I'm using the iron furnaces just because they're simple, don't need to really apply any power. They're making their own power as they go along, turning the oak wood into charcoal. I want to know if it's actually more efficient to be using like a pulverizer. Let's see, do we have it? Yeah, using a redstone furnace instead, whether that would be better as far as output. Anyway, on the top, coming out of here, we have all the wood going in, emptying into the furnaces. Then we have these guys on the bottom, which are then taking the charcoal and flipping it back in until it's full. And once they're full, it should dump out into this bad boy. Another deep storage, which is then dumping out over this way and going into all these steam dynamos, which just seems to make the most sense for now. And that's filling it in from the bottom. Then we have the aqueous accumulator and the liquid thing, which is coming around and then filling these guys with liquid. I do not have this connected to the rest of the system, only because of the fact that we have the sludge. I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned how that would end up playing out, whether it would complicate things, fill things with sludge by mistake. I don't know. I do want to add in 2 more dynamos. So let's do this real quick. Boom and boom. And we should see them start to fill up with coal coming through here. Now, I might need to put some more upgrades, but no, as you can see, look at that. Already full. Almost full. Should be full real soon. So that's all set. Now I have 2 of the hardened cells, which might seem to be a little bit of overkill. The only reason I'm doing 2, and this is another thing I want to ask you guys about. See right there, it says max power. What is it, 100 MJ per tick? I'm a little unsure if I'm already meeting that or not, and whether 2 is really necessary. I kind of feel like it's not, but just in case, either way, we have extra storage. And it does seem to fluctuate from being full and then not full. So anyway, let me know about that, guys, whether I even really need 2, and whether I need 2 of these guys, or it's just repetitive. So anyway, this is going off. It's using the red pipe here. And this red pipe, it's just a straight energy pipe. It doesn't confuse itself with the with item transfer pipes. I have one of them going in to the side over here, which I might be able to do it just from the bottom. In fact, I might be able to cut that out completely. I'll test that out. Again, you can let me know in the comments. So going through here, and okay, so that was pretty much the full cycle. Now over here we have the wood, or excuse me, the saplings go through the red, which then go into the planter. It's going to fill up the planter first, and then any excess should go then over here to this guy, into the deep storage. I haven't really had much excess yet, but we should pretty soon. Then, and this should not have happened over here, unless that's a different type. Oh, you know what? See this? Sometimes I get the forestry. Is this forestry too? Yeah, sometimes I'm getting ones that say forestry. Sometimes I'm not. I'm not really sure what's the deal with that. But I'm guessing maybe like if the sapling grows. I don't know. I can't tell you why. So, but we should get the excess coming in here. Let me just make sure I have. Yeah, see, this is all the same type of oak sapling as this one. So anyway, this is where the excess saplings go. Eventually, I'll probably loop this back into here, but I'm not going to worry about that quite yet. And then we already did the wood goes into there. But yes, so to the green, then there's nothing specified. So everything else that's left over goes this way. It shouldn't go through the energy pipe, so that's okay that that touches. And yeah, it's okay that that touches. And then everything else, I have sorting pipes. Now, how a sorting pipe works, if there's not an item in the chest, or if it's the same item as what's in the chest, it'll go into the first chest possible. So if the apple comes through, it's going to try and go into here. If a piece, let's say seeds come in, like wheat seeds or dirt, let's say if dirt goes in, it's going to go pass by here. It sees it can't go into there because there's apples. Then it goes to the next possible one. Can't go in there because it's saplings, and then should end up trying to go into this barrel here. So we can actually test this real quick. Let's throw this dirt in here, and we should see it. Yep, boom. And it's pretty fast too, pretty fast. So I'm hoping there shouldn't really be much of any problems, but just in case, maybe mob drops or whatever, this should be enough to handle it going through to the end. And then if there's still a problem, I'll put this extra utilities trash can, which is just like a void thing. You can just void whatever you want. Boom, disappeared. I can actually put that in the end, and it's a really handy little helpful thing to come in. So this is my system thus far. Hopefully, seems like it's doing all right. Hopefully, I should be able to add in quite a few more dynamos, just because it is getting a positive charcoal, so I can actually use then this extra excess charcoal to just power more dynamos or whatever I want that's using coal, and use that hopefully to do a quarry or something pretty dang close too. So I think that's everything. And I want to know what you guys think. I did make a couple of boo-boos along the way by mistake. This was before I had planned what size upgrade I was going to do. I had it on this side instead of that side first. And look what I did. Freaking killed half my tree. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It didn't break anything too important. And it didn't quite reach this inner part here. But it was a little sad face. I knew I was going to do it. Hypno so called it. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to about do it. We actually have power now to really start getting and going on later stuff in the mod. I'm going to work on some more tools. I'm digging the sword so far. I'm sure there's more crazy stuff that we can do that's much better. I appreciate you guys when you tell me little tips and tricks of stuff that I missed. For instance, with the gears. At first, in the first episode, I was doing stuff with the gears, doing it the wrong way, the old, I guess, Buildcraft way. And there's new thermal expansion way of doing gears. And all sorts of stuff. You guys definitely help me out. So, let me know in the comments. Make sure to leave a thumbs up to help support me. Get me better noticed on YouTube. I really, really like it. And until next time, I'm trying to do a Feed the Beast every other episode for now, for the beginning, just so we can really get a good dent in this stuff. But make sure to go check out my vanilla, my Pixelmon, my all that other stuff. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Peace out. Later, guys.